what's up guys, and happy Friday on. Okay, let's let's talk about it. Thank you for coming and watch me live, although it's a bit late, but it's still cool. Thank you for watching me live, and for the new viewers, welcome. Thank you for watching me live. Hi Chang, hi. It's my usual, yeah. And for the returning viewers, welcome back to the weekly live at Homyplace. So for the previous stream, we talked about the live stream about the new for the tenants, about what kind of mistakes that tenants should not be using it. And for this stream, we are talking about the landlords. So there are a few. Oh, hi Sharon. You like doing a live with your phone camera tilted? Yeah. I like to make a very, very spacious view so you can see more of it, the view here. And also I can do more hand gestures so I can express myself more. So yeah. And yeah, if I do it like a vertical, it kind of restricted me. I feel like I'm in prison in a screen. Yeah. So I want to talk for this stream. We're actually talking about the landlords, for what kind of you have a land and you plan everything. You have what kind of description you made and what you want to market it. You plan everything, and then the problem is, and it's kind of very long. It keep it so long, and people didn't look at it. And you put it up in the market, and people don't look at it. This is a real problem. So what really causes this kind of problem? So we will look at the 6 problems that the landlords made. This is not only for the landlords that we have experienced. This is for the first timer and also the old school timers. Okay, so we look at the first one. We have overpricing the property. So some landlords are literally overpriced their property, and it kind of needs a third plan to plan a property. So take this for instance. So if you are an artist, if you're an artist, you also need to plan how much hourly rate you have to put it in there. And the same goes to everybody. For freelancers, we have to plan thoroughly, like the hourly rate and some rates. And the same applicable for landlords. If you're a freelance landlord, you have to plan it. You have to plan everything. You have to sort this out. This is like a big puzzle. You have to sort it out. And if you can't focus on thinking, have this mindset of I want to make good money. I want to make money every month. This is not the first thing, one click, you gotta get your money in 1 month. You're gonna take a very long time to get it marketed. The first things first, get your property marketed properly and price it properly. And you have to check. The best thing you can do about it is that you have to check the reality by talking to the letting agents and what kind of price are they recommending it. What kind of price are they recommending? You think does it make sense that's how you get it started. And also you can look for recommendations online. You can try a little bit of Googling and try to look at the recommendations online and see it might work for you too. And also we have, let's give you 2 examples of 2 properties, and one is from our Homyplace. We have this place in Cheras, and another one I found it randomly online. So let's see here. We have A and B. So it's flipped. Never mind. I'm gonna look at it, read it. And yeah, we have the A. For property A, we have the 351. This is the Homyplace one. Property A is our Homyplace unit. So this is 350 ringgit per month inclusive bill. And we have a property B that we find from another website. We have 560 ringgit per month. It doesn't say any bill, so it could be inclusive and could be not inclusive. And both the similarity of both the places they're from Cheras, and they're both furnished. We have air conditioning, we have ceiling fans, we have beds, we have mattress, everything is all set, including all the facilities there. And they're both non-sharing. So we also have to state which one does it make sense? Does it feel like the 350 ringgit for one person to live, or for 1 month inclusive all the electricity bills and everything, does it really worth it? If it does, in your opinion, does it really really, really worth it. If it's true, then I think this is the best one to go for instead of going this, because you might not know for the B property, you might not know if it is not inclusive to bills. If it doesn't, then you have to pay extra for it, and you also pay for the deposit, and also pay extra for 1 year. That's not really worth it at all. So yeah, that's what to see the difference. You find it's very overpriced, and you have to make a price that really makes sense for one person to stay on, and then you want to make it that's not really makes sense. And you have to know that the market is very sensitive. So if you're looking for an inflated rent, it's gonna make your property to remain empty, and you probably might gonna have a little bit of ghosties staying there as well. Yeah, and for the second one, I think the biggest problem is the poor presentation and furnishing. And you have to see some photos that look really, really photogenic. I think photogenic photos are really attract people to look at it, and it's really Instagrammable as well. And there are two types of tenant, I can state that. So the one kind of tenant is that they're looking for a lifestyle choice. The property has to suit their lifestyle. That's what they're looking for. And the second one is that people on a tight budget that we couldn't afford anything, but we may stay longer. These are the two types of tenants that they're looking for in a property. And some properties, they wanted to look for a property that they really feel at home. They feel at home, and this is like you feel more homey. And we have one that, you know, if you want to look into one of our properties here, we have a diamond residence room. It's just a really cool room, and they offer this kind of place. They have it's I can tell it's a very, very photogenic room. I had a look for it. I'll sort it out for you, so hold on. Yeah, and you want to look at, it's a very full furnished place. So okay, never mind. I'm gonna grab one of the examples here. We have to make it something more. The ones here, this is a semi-furnished, so it'll make it look very attractive. Even though this is a semi-furnished place, so you wanna make it feel like home. So if you look at it, it's a very fresh. You wanna look at it looks more refreshing. You also feel homey, and don't wanna make it look like a very, very, very shady house. And yeah, and if you make your property have a poor furnish, you have a cracked closet, you have a cracked door, you have a moldy sofa, it's gonna make them reminds them of the throwback of the school days. It's like a normal student accommodation, and then people won't gonna look at it at all. They're either gonna treat the property very badly, or they're gonna move on and look for someplace else. Yeah, and so the third one, you have to fail to keep tabs on your property. And some people fail to keep tabs on their property. Like, this is a serious problem. And even the agents you hire might not be 100% going to check your property every time, like every week. And there could be any existing damages going to happen. Maybe you're going to have you have a flood there, and it happens there, and then you might gonna Hi, hold on. Hi, may I know whether Homyplace can help us to determine the market price for our room or house? Yeah, so I think I find it that it really does help us to determine the room of house. If you have a problem looking, like setting the price, and you want to get in market, we really do offer this kind of service, and we're gonna give you recommendations of the price of the house, and you can look at it. So I really think it really does helpful. And also you can also subscribe to any of our service plans, and you don't have to worry about getting a lot of problems about that too. So hi, Property Network. Hi, welcome to the channel. And yeah, you're not missing anything at all. So yeah, and we don't. And okay, where was I? So we talk about the things that you won't want to check frequently. And if you have a tenant staying there could be a chance of subletting. So what does it mean by subletting? Subletting means that you're the landlord. You rent your unit to this tenant, and this tenant rent some part of your property to another tenant. So this is with or without your permission. So hello lol, yeah lol, hi, yeah. So this is a big problem. So some people rent it with the permission, so it's okay. But a lot of tenants rent the property without the landlord's permission. So this is a real bad problem. So, and this, in order to prevent subletting, you have to keep track. You have to tell your agent to keep track of your place for at least once within 2 weeks or once a week. Just have to keep track of what they're doing as well. And yeah, you have a fourth one. We have not putting themselves in a tenant's shoes. So we have some landlords are we kind of saying the word inconsiderate, because we're so focused on getting the money, on making a good business. We forgot to let into the tenant's shoes. So basically, for the first things first, the one big advice is that you buy with your head and not with your heart. So if you like that unit, you really like that unit, just don't buy it because you like it. You have to think of the tenants, like, will they really like what you're choosing? And are they your first choice? So you have to literally don't feel so bad about it. It's like, hi, we have a new viewer up here, so hello. Yeah, and buy with your mind, not your heart. Even though you like all the furnishings, don't follow it thoroughly. It's like your taste of furnishing, because not all people love your taste of home decor. So this is kind of applicable to the home decor you have. So in order to make it more look attractive, instead of making a bit like selfish unit, so you have to use more generic colors and furnishing. So it's kind of universal, it's kind of unisex, and then people are like, oh, okay, it was trendy, it's very simplified, you really like it. Then you might get a potential tenants coming in your way. And yeah, and lastly, we have a problem, and we have another problem. It's called some landlords really underestimate the maintenance expenses. Don't underestimate that. This is a big landmine, and if you want a tenant interest, you have to maintain that. You have to maintain it fully, keep it updated, maintain it fully. That's it. That's it. And make sure you have to charge enough rent to cover your portion of your ongoing maintenance costs, especially the ones that you have a scrap of painting and some cleaning to do. But if you worry about you having all these problems of cleaning and painting, we actually have, honestly say, Homyplace. We also have a maintenance plan. We call it Homyplace maintenance plan, where you can apply and get your property in, and then we can help you maintain your property. Sometimes you can apply to all-in plan. The all-in plan is like the whole process. We have to do all the tenant viewing, you do everything. You just have to sit back, relax, and get your tenant coming in. So we are also handling all the cleaning and all the maintaining services to come in. So this is really, really helpful for you too. And also, we have to plan. You also need to plan to pull a little bit of money from your pocket, if you're in short of cash. And this is for one-time big repairs, especially like pipe leakings, huge pipe leakings. You need to apply it. You need to, if you're in short of cash, just put it out. Just contribute a little bit for the sake of getting a good business. And and you don't really, seriously, if you want to do any good maintenance, don't be afraid to try to sign up and ask for more about our plans, because I think it's really, really helpful for it too. Because we don't really rarely have these kind of services in Malaysia, and so far it's like less than 10, I guess. But for me, it's like as a student like me, I ran into a lot of problems going in, and they even included. You have included cleaning and everything in the lease agreement, so I really think this is really helpful. This is my review. Yeah, and we have the last one. We call it some landlords, we don't run adequate checks on a tenant. So some tenants are really, really mysterious tenants, or could be shady, could be a nice person, could be a smart person, who knows. And if we without if we focus on keep getting a tenant, it's like, I need a person to live in there. I need a person to stay in there. I don't care what they think. No, you have to care what they're from. You have to be very careful of where the tenants are from. So you have to check the credentials first. I think the very helpful tip for you is to prepare a rental application form. It's like, if this person is interested in your property, you just give them a form, ask them to fill it in. Either it's in a hard copy, I mean a soft copy from email is fine. And at least you get a very basic description of what this person's from and where he's working on. Also, you don't be really afraid to pay a little bit. Hi, we have one more new viewer. Hi, happy Friday, y'all. Thanks for watching me. And yeah, if you don't be afraid to pay a little bit of money necessary to obtain a credit report, where this is a credit report. Basically, you have a very clear history of any late payments from this tenant or any delinquent accounts from this tenant. So it's like a very thorough info that you need to know to get to know more about your tenant. And also you have to verify any references in case of you have any former landlords and where do they stay on. So this is like a very thorough info that you need to look on in a tenant. So this is a lead you to choose the right tenant as well. If you're afraid of it, you can do it by submitting your unit to an agency like us, and we can choose the tenant for you. We do all the researching, we do everything. We have one more viewer. Hi, thanks you for watching. Yeah, we have a new view. Like if you're really afraid, just give it to like property rental services, some like a property management service, like companies like us, like Homyplace. We literally do every process that you can ever think of. You give us the pictures of your unit, you give the details of your unit, you give your locations, everything, basic info of your unit, and call us, and then we can help you to look for potential tenants. We also help you to advertise your property up online as well. And you don't be afraid, you just have to sit back and relax and chill. And you also don't be afraid to submit some of the services as well, because we really looking for help you to do mix and match. If the tenant's not right for you, we're gonna skip it anyway. If it's a right tenant for you, hallelujah, it's a real good one. Yeah. So these are all the 6 mistakes that the tenants made. So let me have to give a brief recap of everything. So first things first, we have not running adequate checks on your tenant, and secondly, we have not putting you as landlord, putting yourself in a tenant's perspective. And the third one is like you have a poor presentation and poor furnishing of your property. So this is another big basic problem. And the fourth one is you fail to keep tabs on your property. I don't really like this. It's still really bad. And the fifth one is you underestimate the maintenance expenses. So it could be very pricey, maintenance expenses, and you overlooked at it, and then you have to waste so much money to pay to keep everything up. And it's like, instead of just earning money, you're losing a lot of money. And then you have overpricing it. Don't overprice your property, because people weren't gonna keep liking it. So far, we have to know the market, and in the property rental market, a lot of tenants tend to be very some on tight budget, some are not, and some of them, I think they're really asking for inquiries, and most of them are around 400 450 their budget for a one rent. So yeah, so this is, if you really have problem about it, you have to think thoroughly about it as well. So yeah, this is all the 6 points that happens for 6 mistakes that landlords make when renting a property. And yeah, so this is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for viewing. And then I have a little brief advertising. So before you tune out from it, and we can give you Homyplace is basically, we do everything for you. So you basically have a property handover. We'll help you to maintain it. We help you to we'll help you maintain, we help you do like check, keep tabs on it and report it to you. And we also like do the cleaning services from move in and moving out. So very good info. Thank you so much. Lots of love. Thank you so much. Yeah. And yeah, we really do these kind of services because not all property management services really offers you to have cleaning service, maintenance services. Honestly, if I'm looking for more of a tenant point of view, I would really go for it. And yeah, you don't have, for you landlords, you don't have to worry about wake up so early to get your butt up from your bed, going to the tenant property and hire somebody else to clean the work, to clean everything and fix your light bulb and do everything. So yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's really frustrating. It's really seriously frustrating. Yeah. And yeah, and we also have, I can give you a little brief down on, there's 4 plans. Yeah, there's 4 plans. We have a move-in plan, and we have maintenance plan where we have you maintain your property, so it's very helpful. So yeah, and we have the move-out plan to help all the move-outs and everything. And you have all-in plans, which is everything above. So yeah, this is how we work. And if you wanna have more inquiries about our services, our maintenance, don't be afraid to call and subscribe at the little dinky thing above there. Yeah, you're looking for us, you look at the Homyplace logo. It's very easy to find. So yeah, thank you so much for viewing and watching me live. So for catch up for next week's live, I'm seeing there. So yeah, thank you so much for viewing, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. 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 Hmm.